Hey traders and future traders, it's Whelms. Welcome back to another bootcamp training. In this training, I'm going to show you a quick strategy that you could actually try in the market before the market opens. Typically, the New York session is where this strategy you would want to practice this strategy on the New York session. New York session starts at 9:30 a.m. but we're going to execute the trade or plot out the strategy before 9:30, of course. It's going to happen on the 9:15 candle. So we're going to wait for the 9:15 candle to open and close, and then we're going to mark up that candle to see if we can find an entry based on a couple of things that has to happen in the market. And when you notice those things happening with the candles, you're going to try to go ahead and enter the trade, hopefully get a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio or 1.5 risk to reward ratio. If you don't know what I mean by that, I'm going to showcase and share that with you right now on the channel. Okay, so before we dive into the charts, I want to invite you to become a member of the channel, a subscriber of the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the bell button. That way you get notifications of future videos when I put them out on my channel. For all those who are subscribers, thank you so much for subscribing. We're getting real close to 1,000 subscribers on this channel, and I need your help. Please encourage your friends or your colleagues or future traders to subscribe to the channel. That way we can hit the goal. I can hit the goal of 1,000 subscribers for December 31. That's the goal. Okay, that way we can go into the new year with that goal already in the past, so to speak. So that's my goal for this year, is to hit 1,000 subscribers before December 31, and I can't do it without your help. So I encourage you to, tell your friends to just hit the subscribe button. Hopefully they want to learn how to become traders as well. I am a full-time trader, and I do this training for, put it up on my channel for you guys to get different types of, strategies and pointers, and that way you can add it to your trading plan, because trading is a big puzzle, and you're probably watching a bunch of videos, but your puzzle, you have to pick the pieces to your puzzle. That way your trading plan becomes your trading plan, right? If you're doing this solo without a mentor, yeah, it's going to take some time. But if you hire a mentor, that person can actually coach you, train you, encourage you to avoid certain pitfalls, because a mentor has put in the work, has back test, has different strategies, and has a solid trading plan. If you want, I could be your mentor. I can train you, guide you, and encourage you to approach the market with a logical trading strategy, because you don't want to go into the market blindly without a plan of action, because there's a lot of things that go into understanding the charts. So if you'd like to learn more about that, there'll be a link in the description, and how you can hire me as your mentor. We could take 2026 together. We could approach 2026 with a solid plan, and I'll help you create that plan, and that way we can make 2026 a very epic year for you. So I apologize if I said a different year, but 2026, let's go ahead and team up together. Let me help you, guide you, and encourage you to become profitable. My goal is to help you become a profitable trader for the year 2026. Okay, so let's get into it. Let me share with you a quick strategy that you can actually use on the 9:15 candle during the New York session. So looking at the chart right now, this strategy you could pretty much put it on any pair that you're actually trading. So I'm looking at gold. We're going to put it on gold. So XAU USD. We're going to approach this strategy on the New York session, but we're going to mark up the 9:15 candle, and then on that 9:15 candle, we're going to be looking for a couple of confluences before we enter the trade, whether it's entering the trade bearish or entering the trade bullish. So let me share with you exactly what we're going to be looking for, and then we're going to back test the strategy really quick. I'm going to show you exactly how to approach this strategy. So first thing we're going to be doing is marking up the 15-minute candle. So let me show you exactly what that's going to look like. So let's say this is the 15-minute candle. Okay, we're gonna pretty much mark up the 15-minute candle. And let me do this here. Hold on. Take the color out of it. Okay, this is a 15-minute candle. So we're gonna mark up the 15-minute candle, and then we're gonna take the high and the low of the 15-minute candle with the horizontal, right? So we're gonna mark up the high. We're gonna mark up the low. Okay. So let's say, it's a solid candle. We're gonna mark up the high. We're gonna mark up the low. And what we're gonna be looking for is the market either, the market will be inside of this channel, right? Mark will go up, hit the top of the candle, and then go up like this, and or looking for the market to do the same exact thing, but let's say it goes down, we want to come back up and go like this. So there's two ways. We don't want to trade within the channel. We want to wait for the breakout of the channel. So we're going to look for two candles, which will be our markers, right? We're going to look for a hammer candle, and we're going to look for a bearish engulfing candle. So a hammer candle, let me show you what that looks like. Okay, we're going to look for a hammer candle, whether it's on the top, and then we're going to look for the reverse over hammer candle on the bottom. So it's going to look like, let me just copy this. Go over here, copy this wick. Okay. These are two hammer candles, right? We're going to look for one on the top and then one on the bottom. Okay. And then we're going to look for a bullish engulfing, which is this candle bigger than the previous candle. Okay, that's a bullish engulfing. We're going to also look for a bearish engulfing. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so this is a bullish engulfing, this is a bearish engulfing. So we're going to be looking for these candles to show itself during the breakout. Okay. So I'm going to darken this up for you guys. Where you can see it. Okay, so write this out on your notes, and this is what we're going to be looking for. These are hammers, okay? And again, I always encourage you to listen to the audiobook that I have on my website. That I have on my channel, that's in my channel. There's an audiobook titled The Candlestick Bible Book. You can listen to it while you're out and about, or, listen through headphones, whatever. And you can also request a copy of the book. There's a link on my website to request a copy of the book. I'll give it to you for absolutely no charge. and you read the book, and it will teach you about what a hammer candle is and how to identify one, and what a bullish engulfing candle. So these guys are hammers. So let's make sure you have that written out in your notes. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do a note. Alright, so this is a hammer. So these two candles are called hammers. This is called call it a bullish engulfing. This candle is called a bullish engulfing. And the one below it, we're going to call it a bearish engulfing. And that's actually what it's called. So, look at this, way over here. Alright, so this is what we're looking for. We're looking for hammers, either the top or the bottom. And we're looking for either bullish engulfing. If it's a bullish engulfing, we take it going up. If it's a bearish engulfing, we take it going down. Okay? Alright, so let's mark up the chart with this information on the 9:15 candle. So let's see what we can find here. Now to find the 9:15 candle, we're going to go to December the 9th, so we're going to do some historical back testing, and we're going to go to December the 9th. We're going to go directly to that candle on December the 9th, which is a 9:15 candle, and we're going to mark up that 9:15 candle, which is this candle right here. We're going to put it inside of a box. We're going to open that up. We're going to stretch it out for about an hour and a half. Let's say 9:15, 10 o'clock. Let's make it all the way to like 11 a.m. Okay. So if we don't find it within that time frame, you don't want to really be in the market that long. Okay. And we're going to now, once we mark up the 9:15 candle, we're going to go down to the lower time frames to find entries. But what I want to do is do a quick replay. We're going to replay this right here. Okay, I'll let the market do what it do. That's too fast. Let me slow it down. Now you get the replay mode when you become a subscriber to TradingView. So this is how you back test to see if a strategy would work. So let me do that again here. Okay, let's pretend that this is not here, right? And we're gonna play it. And when it gets to 9:30, we'll stop it. We're past 9:30 here. So we're gonna take our marker, go to 9:30 really quick here. 9:15. That's the candle we want to mark up, right? Okay. So let's see if we can rewind it. Bam, that's 9:30. Okay, so 9:30 has been printed. So we're going to take our box, which is over here on the left, which is a rectangle box. And once that happens, you're going to box it and stretch it out to about 11 a.m. Okay. Now, we're going to go down to the lower time frame and say the 5-minute and find an entry. Okay, so what are we looking for? Again, we're looking for a bullish engulfing, okay, or a hammer, right? So let's say these candles was here. Play it back. Okay, so 9:30 has been printed, right? At 9:15. So we're looking for either a bullish engulfing, okay, bearish engulfing, and or hammers. So this is not a hammer. That's more like a doji. Okay. So this would be considered, because this candle here, and then you have a white candle is bigger than the previous candle. So this is what we call a bullish engulfing candle. Okay, so it's been printed, right? This is your bullish engulfing candle right here, which is this candle is bigger than its previous candle, like I marked up. This rewinded tape that's in the beginning of the tape, I marked that up for you guys. Okay, so once we see this printed, right, you're going to want to enter the trade on the very next candle, right, and then put a stop loss below. Okay, so you need to take this tool here, you're going to take your long position tool, we're going to enter the market on the next candle, right, we're going to put our stop loss below the box that we created underneath the 9:15 candle. Okay, so we're going to enter on the very next printed candle, and we're going to stretch this out for a 1-to-1. For a 1-to-1. Okay, and now I'm going to push play to see if we can find an entry on the very next candle. Alright, not yet. There's our entry. So we're in the market. Okay, we're in the market. Bam. Right there, it hit our take profit. Okay, So your take profit was on top. Your stop loss was on the bottom. Okay, and you could change the colors if you like. If you like green for money, color green, and then red for your stop loss. It's up to you. But this is the trade, actually, right? You actually got in on this candle, well, the very next candle, right? Because when you notice that there's a bullish engulfing candle right here. There's your bullish engulfing candle. And then we got in on the next candle. We set our stop loss down here. And our take profit right there. So let's anchor that. We're going to call this one stop loss, SL. And we're going to clone it. Bring it up here for our take profit, which is going to be TP. Okay, so that's our stop loss, that's our take profit. And the ratio was a 1-to-1. So it means that if you would have invested in this trade $100, you would have made $100. So your total profit would have been $100. Okay. All right. So that's a winning trade. That's how you back test the strategy. Now we're going to go to Tuesday to see if the same strategy would work on Tuesday. Because if you don't see this develop, you do not take the trade. If you don't see a bullish engulfing, you don't take the trade. If you don't see a bearish engulfing, you don't take the trade. And if you don't see a hammer, you don't take the trade as well. Okay, so let's go to now. I'm going to erase all of this. And you can rewind this tape to, take a look and see how I marked it up and everything. So I'm going to erase all of this. Now we're going to go to Wednesday. Okay, see if we can find the same strategy on Wednesday. So, well, actually Tuesday, right? No, Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Right, because we're going to do it on the 15-minute candle on Wednesday. So let's go to the 10th. And I don't know why it's giving me 2. Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back. Oh, I need to cancel this. Okay, so we're gonna go to the 10th. So this is 9:15 candle on the 10th. Alright, so we're gonna mark this candle up. Alright, the beginning, the top, and the close of the candle. And we're gonna stretch it out for about an hour and some change. To about 11 o'clock. Make sure you got the top of the candle and the bottom of the candle for 9:15. Okay. Now we don't know what's going on in the future, but let's take a look to see if we drop it down to the 5-minute time frame, what's going on. 10th, 5-minute time frame. Okay. Now this is 9:15. Alright, and we're going to go to the replay. Okay, I want to replay it right here. So let's mark that up. 1:15. Right here. Okay. Alright, so we just marked up the 9:15 candle. And what are we waiting for? Either bearish engulfing and or a bullish engulfing or a hammer, right? So let's see if we can find one. Okay, so right here is your hammer. Okay, right here is your bullish engulfing. Let's continue going forward. Okay, so with this hammer, which is a reversal candle, we'd want to get in the market on the very next candle. So let's say, oh, we didn't go down to the 5 minute. I apologize. We were supposed to go down to the 5 minute to find it. Okay, so we're going to mark it down here on the 5 minute. So once you mark it up on the 15 minute, we're going to drop down to the 5 minute to find an entry. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, this is a 5 minute time zone. Okay, so let's see here. Alright, so that's, make sure we got 9:15 right there. Okay, so 9:15 is this candle, but off the 15 minutes, so we already know that, right? So 9:15, keep going forward. Okay, so it's outside the box, right? Right here, just went outside the box. Okay. Remember, we're waiting, we're not entering until we see a couple of things happen, right? We're looking for a confluence. If there's no trade, you don't take a trade. Okay, so right here, you can say that this is a bullish engulfing candle right here. This candle is bigger than this candle. Let's mark that out. Okay, so this is your bullish engulfing candle. Okay. And let's say you got in on this very next candle. For a long position right here. You entered there. Stop loss below the area right here. Underneath the candles. Right? And shooting for a 1-to-1. Shooting for a 1-to-1. Okay. Let's see what happens. Bam. You got your 1-to-1 right there. You just profited off this strategy for a 1-to-1. Because you notice the bullish engulfing candle, which is this candle in front of this candle. Okay. But see, it happened at 11:30. Wow. So you had to wait. So you had to stretch this out. So there you go. Just learned something new here. That sometimes you might want to wait and stretch out your, if not, come back the next day. So if you stretch this out to like 12 o'clock, at 11:30 is when it hit your actual take profit. Interesting, right? So that's your winning trade right there. Look, it never hit your stop loss. Okay, but it did hit your take profit. Alright, and you had to wait for the pattern to happen before you took the trade. Okay, but if it didn't happen at 11, you don't take the trade, right? Or if you were patient and it developed after the 11 o'clock marker, then you would have felt the trade right here, and then you would have entered for a 1-to-1. But let's see if we can get it higher here. Let's see if you held on to the trade, because some people hold it on for a little longer. Oop. It would have, let's see. Yeah, it would have hit your stop loss. So that's why you want to just not be too greedy and just take your profit for a 1-to-1. Okay, it would have hit your stop loss if you held on to that trade. But for 1-to-1, like I said, you risked 50, you made 50. You risked 100, you made 100. Okay, you still come out as a winner. All right, so that's another profitable trade. So we have a profitable trade on Tuesday, and then we had a profitable trade on Wednesday. Okay, so that's 2 days of profits. All right, we'll do one more day and then we'll close this out. Let's do now, back to the 15-minute. I'm going to erase everything, and we're going to mark up the candle on Thursday the 11th. Okay, this is Thursday the 11th. I'm going to close this out. Go to Thursday the 11th. Mark up this candle right here. This white candle. You're going to take the top of the candle and the bottom of the candle and first box it up. Okay. Right here. Alright, that's our candle. We're going to stretch it out. Let's stretch it out to 12 o'clock. Because the last trade, you hit your TP at 11:30, right? So let's stretch it out to 12 o'clock. Let's see what happens. We're going to go down to the lower time frame, which is 5 minutes, to see if we can find an entry. Okay. We're going to do our replay. We're going to start a new one. We'll do it right before, right here. Okay. Let's pretend you don't see this, because 9:15 candle hasn't been printed yet. So we're just back testing. Let's push play. Alright, so there is your 9:15 candle right there. Okay, so remember, we're looking for a bullish engulfing, bearish engulfing, and or hammer. Alright, let's see. Okay, so this could be considered a bullish engulfing right here. And there's your hammer, right? There's your hammer, and there's a bullish engulfing. Two together here. So let's mark this out. Let's take our long position. We're going to enter on the next candle. We're going to stretch our stop loss below this area, which is below the hammer, with our stop loss. And we're going to stretch this out for a 1-to-1. Alright, let's see if this would be a winning trade. Because we're going to enter in the very next candle. That prints. Okay, so we're in the market on on this candle. Bam, it hit our take profit. Nice. Right there with this candle. But look at that, it almost stopped us out and got us out of the market. But it didn't. See that? That's why you want to put your stop loss a little bit below this area, because this right here was a stop hunt. They're looking for all the people that entered the market off the candle that we marked right there. Right? So here's another winning trade for you right there. So 3 days of wins, but it doesn't pan out like this every single day. All you're looking for is a strategy, and you're trying to execute based on the strategy, based on the patterns you see, based on the candles you see. So please, please, please understand it's going to be some losing days as well, because you can't have 100% win ratio. Nobody does. Okay, 3 days of wins, that's great, but if you continue to do the strategy, let's say next week, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, okay, and this is Thursday, okay, there might be a losing session during one of those days. It could be all 3 days you could lose. But understand that if you plot out the strategy, you implement the strategy based on the confluences that I just shared with you, looking for a bullish engulfing, looking for a hammer. Okay, we saw the hammer here, and we saw the bullish engulfing candle here, and then we did see it come out of the box, right? Came back into the box and went back up. Okay, but yeah, practice this. I would encourage you to go to, Tuesday, December the 2nd, and try out to see if the strategy works. Go to December the 3rd and go to December the 4th. The strategy is best utilized between Tuesday and Thursday, okay? Because Monday, the market's just opening from Sunday night's trades, goes into Monday, really not going to really find the strategy really develop. It's Tuesday, 9:15 candle, Wednesday, 9:15 candle, Thursday, 9:15 candle. Those are the days I would practice this. Okay, practice this, plotting out this trading strategy on those 3 days. Also, use a demo account. Open up a demo account, okay, and then practice this strategy to see, okay, how many, if you do it for a month, 2 months, 3 months, there you will have data which will tell you what your win ratio would be. Okay, if you do it for 3 months, you could count how many winning days did you have versus how many losing days, and then you divide the two and you'll have your winning ratio. Okay, whether it's 50% wins, 60%, 70%, you need to know what that number is to see if this will be a viable strategy for you. So going forward, I'm going to use this strategy for myself. So far, based on my historical data, based on backtesting it, it's a winning strategy. Okay, but I'm telling you, but there are going to be some losing days as well. So I'm not going to expect a 100% win ratio, but I'm going to definitely approach this strategy with caution and make sure that my confluences are there, and you should do the same exact thing. Okay, so again, if you want to copy the Candlestick Bible book, you'll find it on my website, metrofxtraders.com. There'll be a link in the description to get the actual book. If you want me to send you a copy of the book, I'll send you a copy of the book. You can also go to my YouTube channel and listen to an audio version of someone reading the book to you, and you'll read it, highlight it, reread it, highlight it, listen to the audio more than once. You can read alongside with the person that's reading the audiobook. Have your copy open. The person's reading it to you. You're reading alongside that person. That's a great way to actually read the book. Okay, but definitely understand what these candles are. because the candles do have meaning, they do have names. And this was a really good session. I'm really glad you had an opportunity to visit my channel and see me backtest this strategy, because now if you like, you can practice the strategy for yourself and see if it'll work for you. Okay, and that's what trading is all about. We don't know whether the market's going to go up or down. All we can do is make a prediction based on what the candles are telling us, and once we know what the candles are telling us, we try to execute a trade based on what we see in the market. And that's all trading is. Okay, it's not luck. It's all about charting out your charts based on what you see. Okay, and then you 50-50 chance of whether it's going to go in your direction or whether it's not. We almost got stopped out right here, right? And so it would have been a losing trade, but it didn't. Okay, now let's fast forward a little bit, see if it would go even higher than where it's at, because this is now a 1-to-1. We got 1-to-1. If you stretch it out, you could have got more, but I wouldn't recommend it. Don't be greedy. Get your 1-to-1 and you're in and out, and your day is done. Okay, 1-to-1. That's it. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes of your day watching my video. I appreciate you. And again, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, get future videos like this. Don't forget to encourage your friends to subscribe to the channel. That way I can hit the 1,000 subscriber benchmark, which is a goal of mine before December 31. We'll definitely appreciate that. But yeah, come back next Saturday. I'll have another video for you guys. I know the holidays are coming up. All those that celebrate, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Enjoy your time with your family. Okay, and yeah, come back. Appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend and a successful trading week next week. Bye bye.